The weather is great in Milan. Countless shops await us. My friend and I are about to look around in the fashion boutiques. Our legend says we're the two Russians who buy stuff to resell it later, who nowadays are called buyers. Let's start with Balenciaga. We purposefully say that we came from Russia and that we'd need a lot of stuff.
Do you have 5 pairs?
I didn't expect this.
Balenciaga is one of the few shops that worked in Paris even during World War II. One of the historical facts that you can read in the British newspaper Independent says that Cristobal Balenciaga created dresses for the wife of General Franco, who supported fascists. And later, with no issues, he started to dress the ladies of Nazi generals. The shop assistant goes to his manager to ask if it's okay to sell to Russians, and here's the answer.
Where do you live?
In a hotel for the next 5 days.
So for us, you're Italian.
The next is Dior. The designer Christian Dior had a personal drama connected with the Nazis. In the book, Miss Dior, A Story of Courage and Couture, there is a story about his sister Catherine, who belonged to the French resistance. She was kidnapped and tortured by the fascists. However, Dior himself has never expressed his mind on a regime. There's more. He was one of the few designers who were allowed to work in the occupied Paris. Let's check how the brand treats occupiers these days. Do you have more than one of each?
No, only one of each.
Now they heard the Russian language and they give us the Russian-speaking assistant from Lithuania. Can we receive tax-free?
Do you have a Russian passport? Then, unfortunately, no, there is nothing we can do. So are there EU rules?
She says they accept Russian credit cards if they are not blocked and is very sorry that the unjust EU forbid to return the VAT to the Russians. It has always been the kind of discount for the non-EU citizens. She supports the idea of using Ukrainians to get the tax returned. And if I find a friend with a Ukrainian passport?
Sure, with her passport, it would be possible.
Next is Louis Vuitton. The French fashion brand doesn't like to be reminded about their close cooperation with the fascists. Writing a biography, Louis Vuitton, a French saga, its author Stephanie Bonvicini made a discovery. The brand supported the Vichy state that was responsible for the deportation of the French Jews. The family, Vuitton, also supported the puppet government led by Marshal Philippe Pétain, who served Hitler. They made luxurious items for the occupiers, and so theirs was the only shop allowed to be open in the Hôtel du Parc next to headquarters of the French officials.
Here they are selling everything to everyone.
Louis Vuitton has already been caught in the middle of a scandal at the start of the Russian invasion in Ukraine. They released a bracelet collection with the letter Z on them and still haven't withdrawn it.
Do you accept cards, like Russian cards? Is it fun?
Yes, of course.
The shop assistant is bending over backwards to please the Russians. He took out every backpack they have in the shop and will gladly sell them, even though we directly admit that we want to resell them because the shops in Russia are closed.
They told me sometimes they can't sell it globally. I think of the situation.
What about you? You can sell it in the shop, right?
Of course, I do it.
No wonder. One of the owners of the brand is married to Russian model Vodianova. So they welcome their people.
Thank you, bye. Thank you, bye.
The Gucci shop also hasn't excelled in supporting Ukrainians. The Italian shop assistant happily looks for 5 pairs of sneakers for me and even promises a tax-free.
Are you sure about tax-free? Because I thought it was a problem, no? Is it?
Believe me.
Yes, because I thought that people don't like Russians anymore.
No problem for me.
You still like them.
It's my job, and
You don't feel sorry for Ukrainians, right?
I don't speak.
Let's check how they treat Russians in the Chanel boutique. The brand has seemingly proven its strong position towards Russians in one of their shops in Arabic Emirates. We'll see if it's the same in Milan. According to Hal Vagan's book, Sleeping with Enemy, Coco Chanel's secret war during the World War II, the French designer was recruited by the Nazi military intelligence. She was a lover of the German officer Günther von Dinklag, and after the incidents in Dubai, when the shop assistants required to sign an obligation that the bag won't go to Russia, the blogger started cutting Chanel bags on camera. If the brand doesn't respect me, I don't respect it.
Bye-bye.
What a waste, as it turned out. The security guard tried to forbid us from filming, but we start a loud argument. They say they were sorry and call for a Russian-speaking shop assistant from Belarus.
You can pay cash up to 10,000 euro. That's the limit.
For everyone?
For the ones who are registered in Russia.
Do we have to sign a document that we won't be wearing things in Russia?
No.
At least someone who doesn't hate Russia.
We don't hate Russians. It's not our decision. We have to adapt to the law. When there will be no sanctions, we will be glad to open our boutiques and allow sales. This is an uncomfortable situation for us as well.
As you can see, these single refusals to sell to Russians are not brands' policies at all. It comes from individual shops or shop assistants. Luckily, an ordinary Italian man improved our mood after all of that. He saw a Ukrainian license plate and said, "I love your country."
Who's gonna win?
All of us.